Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restoration, and this video is designed to give you a good look at this 1975 Nishijin Model B pachinko machine. This is a fully restored machine, and I'll explain what I do to fully restore the machines. Everything that you see both on the front and back of this machine has been taken off. Each of the pieces has been disassembled down to its smallest piece. Every one of those pieces gets thoroughly cleaned, and then everything gets put back together and reassembled onto the machine. So that includes all of the plastic parts, all of the metal parts, all of the brass parts, all of the wood parts, and each one of those has to be handled differently. So again, everything that you see has been taken off the machine and cleaned and put back on. Now that also includes the background. It's called a play field. These machines through the years will the playfields suffer damage in a variety of forms. They will fade so that the colors are not as bright. One of the biggest problems with playfields is that moisture gets in behind them. There's a solid wooden board that all of this stuff is mounted to, and the moisture gets in between the vinyl playfield and the board, and it will stain the wood. And once the wood has been stained, you'll see dark spots on the playfield, and that doesn't go away. That's not, you can't clean that. You have to literally take the playfield off, scrub the board clean again so that it's ultra smooth, and then purchase and install a brand new playfield. So this is not the original playfield that was on this machine when it was manufactured. It is a replica of it's a new one. So I'm going to play the machine a little bit, and then we'll show you some of the other stuff, including the backside. So pachinko is pretty easy to play. You just load some balls in here, and well, you've already loaded balls in the back, but you load some balls in here, and it's just a matter of pressing down on this shooter handle. So anybody can do it, from little kids to adults of any age, and the object is obviously to get it inside of one of these. Now these are called tulips. These are called pay pockets. This is your center attraction. So you're trying to put the ball into one of them. Sometimes you win, like that. When you do win, the lights will light here, and you will get a prize of 14 pachinko balls. So you're betting one ball to hopefully win 14 balls. That's down the center attraction. So in this case, it started right at the top. It wiggled the eyes. It went down through. It can go a variety of different ways, open or close pockets. It'll do all sorts of stuff. And that's a loser. And another loser. There's a winner. So that's essentially how this machine works. Again, it is fully functional, including the lighting. These are new bulbs, new wires, and this is powered by, we can reach it. There we go. It's powered by a little 12 volt, they call them wall warts. You just plug it into the wall, and it will power the bulbs that are in the machine. All right, let me turn this around, show you the back side of it. This is mounted on stabilization feet so that it is very stable in its present condition. You can mount these into a wall cabinet. You take the feet off and mount the whole machine into a wall cabinet. And that if you have any questions about that, just let me know. This is the frame that the machine is held in, and this machine will hinge, and this whole thing will open up. That's the way they were designed to be in the pachinko parlors. This is a beautiful wood. It's red mahogany. When they were mass manufactured, this was rough cut. These weren't sanded smooth. They were very rough. These tended to get very, very dirty over time. So part of my restoration is to take this frame completely apart into its individual pieces. I run the boards through a planer to get them smooth. I sand them down to get them even smoother, and then I polyurethane them. so that they won't warp and they'll stay nice and pretty. So this is what the back side looks like. The pachinko balls, you would have a supply of them. They load into this upper hopper. As a side note, I do not supply my machines with pachinko balls. They're heavy, they just add to the shipping cost. They're very easily gotten on places like eBay or Amazon. They're all the same, just order 300 to 500 pachinko balls and get them as cheap as you can. So you would drop a whole bunch of them into the upper hopper tray. They feed down this run, make the turn, feed down here, and then it's actually a double run, two runs of balls, and then 7 go on either side of what's called the jackpot chamber. When the machine cycles, it opens the bottom of the jackpot chamber. It allows the 14 balls to continue down, ring off the bell, and go outside of the machine as the prize that you win. The whole machine then resets itself, reloads 14 balls back in. They're a mechanical marvel. They're very cool. It's what really got me interested in the pachinkos. You do need some sort of a catch basin down here. More than likely, I will have had the time to build one and include it for you. If I don't, then all you need is something like a little Tupperware dish or something, just to catch the balls that are not winners. The losing balls will exit the machine. So again, all of this gets taken off. This all gets broken down into individual pieces. The jackpot has 8 or 10 pieces. It all gets taken apart, very thoroughly cleaned. I wax all of the plastic so that it brings back a little bit of the original color and tends to stay clean, and ensure that everything functions properly. The wiring has all been redone. These are new wires in here. There's 2 little bulbs that will light when you get a jackpot, and there's a bulb up here that will turn on when this contact is made. Let's see the light come on. You can't see it from here. This light will come on. Oh, I unplugged it. That's why. This light will come on when there's not enough balls in here. This will tip and bring that down, and it will turn that light on. And it says take the balls from here, put them in here. And that's really all you have to do. Now, if you do mount this in the wall, then there's a release here that allows the machine itself to swing out from a cabinet. If you're just going to freestand it, then it doesn't matter. You're able to get at the back side of the machine. So if you have any questions about this particular machine, please don't hesitate to contact me. All of my contact information is included on the website. I'm retired. This is what I do to keep me busy, so I'm always available by phone or email. Once you do get this machine, if you decide to purchase it, then I will be there pretty much anytime that you need me. I'll help you get it set up, ensure that it's working properly, that nothing's jarred loose during shipping. My goal is to get these looking as good as I can, without going to the extreme of trying to fill in that little nick up there, that sort of thing. I mean, these are 40, 45 years old. They need to look as though they have some age to them, but I want to make them look as good as possible and also ensure that they are fully functional. Once the machines are cleaned, they should stay fully functional for years and years and years. They're not going to be put into a pachinko parlor where thousands of people are putting body oil into them. And in Japan, the pachinko parlors, everybody smokes, so that's it's just a constant haze of blue smoke that'll go in there and coat the machines. That's why they only kept the machines in there about a year. They just wouldn't last very long in that kind of an environment. But these days, you're not putting a restored machine back into that kind of an environment, so they should last pretty much forever. I'm hoping that this is something that you might consider a family heirloom and pass this down through generations of your family. That's kind of my hope as these machines go from me to the new owners. So again, if you have any questions on this, please just contact me. I'm more than happy to talk pachinko with anybody. Thanks.